Guys, we're back, and of course, continuation to the book review that I'm doing here on Asking and Is Giving. I wanted to, if you guys haven't seen the cover, here's the cover. So far, an awesome book. I would definitely be rereading it. I'm almost done with it, but I think just the concepts and the philosophy in it about going away or going about life and looking at things totally differently. And obviously, if you see a lot of videos on perspective, her perspective on who is Esther Hicks, her perspective on life and how to change the way you think, on my New Way Thinking series here, which is a great book for this series. Just the perspective on life and how easily we can just shift certain conditions, certain events, and make them work for us, as opposed to making them look like it's going against us and the whole world is against us. And just how the power of our thoughts, right? And I still believe, and I still do try to catch myself on the way I think, because it does affect everything around us. And she does state that it does, whether we think it or not. We get what we think about all day, whether we want it or not. So being said, let's change the way we think and the way we process things, right? Growing up in certain environments doesn't help that, but at any time, any point given time in your life, you can change that. And we have to first start with the belief. And your beliefs are number one. And then number two is your power of your thoughts and how you can also, just basically control them and make them work for you as opposed to against you, right? We hear all the time about money, make money work for you, but you never hear about make your thoughts work for you as opposed to against you. So let's start manifesting in this brand new year 2019. We're only halfway in, so we still got time to make it one of the best. So I wanted to just share with you guys on regarding that there's another emphasis she does have on another process, another step, another exercise, whatever you want to call it, on how to start manifesting what you really want. And it's the importance of writing, right? Or writing down your thoughts, writing down what you want, your goals, what you want accomplished. But I started I've been listening to a lot of self-help and self-awareness, and they do emphasize journaling, right? Having a journal. And I think growing up, I didn't really journal much. I never really had an emphasis on it. But I heard from here and there, okay, write down your goals and write down your what you would like, what you like to have. Write down how much you want to have, let's say in a year, saving. Write down what do you want to accomplish, like as far as goals. So all these things you hear about, but you never really hear about write down your desires. Write down what you want to have. Write down what you want to do. And write down, certain things that your dreams. Write down your dreams and write down what it is that you would like to be, or who you are right now that you might not see, but you are, right? So she puts an emphasis on that. So also there's certain ways of writing, right? Because journaling, people can write down their days, right? Oh, my day went like this, here and that, and this will happen, this happened. But she says you want to write down why you want these things, right? Why? If you heard in other videos, she says why. The importance of the why, right? Very important. So also, the positive. So she has another way of writing where you want to write down the positive aspects of your day, or of a situation, of your life. Instead of we always pondering. She gives an example of living in the big city. You can either think two ways. You can be like, wow, this is a great city. I love it. A lot of people. I get to enjoy it. Or you can say, wow, there's so many potholes in the city. And look at the negative sides of it, right? So obviously it's perspective on your situation in life. And she says when you write it down, it gives it some type of power, some type of emphasis that you start focusing on just the positives, that the negative starts to fall off. And this way, you only going to be attracting positive situations, positive thoughts, positive feelings. And she says, at the end of the day, it's your point in life, and basically all of us in life, is to feel good, right? Obviously, not taking it with somebody else, but just to be in a good mood, good vibe. Your point is to basically end up feeling good, and the way you start feeling good is by looking at the positive things that you're experiencing, not just the negatives, or just only the positives. So she says write down a journal, a book, or some type of everyday a little list of positive aspects that are happen to you or that you want to happen to you in your days. Also, she has a really powerful process that I never heard of, but she also suggests to have it's called a placemat process. She says wherever you are, you open up, whether it be a napkin, a paper, a book, and you open up the sheet of paper and you divide it into two. And on the left side, you write down your to-do list of what you have to do on that certain day, whether it be today, tomorrow, or the week. And on the other side, you write down what the universe will take care of. So I think it relieves a lot of stress from a lot of people because you have so many things to do on every day. And when you break it down, what really is important to you, like what you really have to get done, and the rest has to get done, but could be handled without you actually doing it, you know, it kind of gives you a perspective on what really matters to you and what you can really control. So it's kind of like there's certain things that you can control, like you always hear it, and there's certain things you can't control. You can control how you treat other people, but you cannot control how other people think about you. That's a good example. So you can be as you know as helpful and as charismatic and as funny to people, but they might not see that from you, and they might portray you a certain way, but you cannot control that. So you cannot dwell on that. And that's a good example. But also, you know, writing down the to-do list can get really big, right? So I think for me, this is a great step that I'm going to be implementing, where we write down what you want to do, and then the other half is something that you cannot control. I could give it a great example. I'll give you a personal example that I'm going to use it for. You know, on my to-do list, I want to go, I would say, apartment and home shopping, right? I want to go and look as many homes and apartments I can. And I wish, you know, I want to have an idea in my mind of what a perfect apartment or home should look like to me. But you don't really know, you know, what it's out there for you, right? So the universe is going to take care of that, right? There will be a perfect home exactly the way I want it, that's going to be for me and for me only. And I cannot stress on not finding it, or not being price range, or not, you know, having all these issues that everybody that looks for homes or apartments has. If you guys have been looking for homes or have purchased homes, you know how hard it is. So just focus on seeing as much as I can and understanding that in due time it will come. So, you know, that list worked a lot, you know, changed the way I look at things. So hopefully it works for you guys. And the last but not least, she gives an example of starting off your sentences when you write down in your journal or your desires. Wouldn't it be nice? So, you know, I think a lot of us, including myself, you know, starting this YouTube channel and my social media accounts, you want certain things to happen, but you know in the back of the mind that it's not as easy as it looks. And we don't really know. It could be, or it might not be. But the way to manifest it is starting off with, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to, you know, et cetera, whatever it is that you want to accomplish. You know, if you're looking for a new car, if you're looking for a new home, if you're looking for a new place to live, if you're looking for a new partner, whatever it may be, you know, she says start it with, wouldn't it be nice? Whether you want to get in shape, you can say, well, wouldn't it be nice for me to be in that size that I was a couple of years back, or in the shape that I was a couple of years back? So wouldn't it be nice to find the car that I'm looking for, right, at a bargain price? You know, so all these things that we, you know, think about, but starting with, wouldn't it be nice? So these are 3 ways to take away on how to write and actually affect your positive state, and also manifest on what it is you want. So 3 ways of writing would be, you know, writing with positive aspects, using the term wouldn't it be nice in the beginning of your desires, and using the placemat process, where she states that you write on the left hand side your to-do list, the most important to you, and on the right hand side is what the universe will take care of for you. Well, it will happen whether you do it or you don't. So let me know what you guys think about this. Take care. See you guys in the next one. Peace.